Awesome. Big thank you to our performers today who have been doing this for 3 days straight, and they've been getting better each time that they've been going through this. Before I toss it over to our technical director, Alberto, I kind of want to highlight what you're seeing in front of you, right? So I'm using camera A. We have a vision of what's happening in front of you with our two performers, and I'm going to kind of spotlight them right now. I'm going to ask Letty's to do what she was just doing, which was moving her fingers around. I'm going to kind of get a little bit closer to those. We got thumbs up, we got finger movement. Right, and I'm really want to highlight the fact that we're doing this in a single software, which is our Access Studio software. There's no need for third-party software. You're not going through different outlets. It's all combined into a single software, no third party, so single stream, right? You don't have to worry about hiccups, and you don't have to worry about paying to do this, right? Everything is already included with the data stream that you're getting with Access Studio, right? Our plugin is available for free. You get that stream, and you don't have to worry about it. I'm kind of seeing what her facial expressions look like. We're getting, oh look, a little tongue out. We get to see her smiling, maybe looking surprised. Oh yeah, that's awesome, right? And we also get the feet, right? So as she's moving around, skipping and movement, which is great. And although I don't think we've tried this, can you sit down? Because the sitting down actually looked really natural and looked awesome when the character was doing it, right? A lot of people ask if you can sit down and what that looks like, right? So we have a really nice shot here, right? And I could get low and we can see the grass moving, we can see the character sitting on the ground, relaxing, having a nice picnic, and then the fox is feeling left out, right? Which is great. And the same thing, right? This character doesn't have any fingers, but the character does have gloves. So anytime that you rig your character, you can have them have finger articulation like we have here with the young boy, right? We still get facial expression, we still get full movement, you get full facial capture, full body articulation, and the same thing, right? You can see the legs, you can see the feet moving if you raise them up, right? Awesome, very cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss it really quickly to Alberto, who's kind of going to walk you through the live link integration, what that looks like, and then it'll come back to me, and then we're going to switch over to one more scene and show you what that looks like. A little salsa dance, which is nice.
All right, hi everybody, Alberto here. You guys quickly saw me on the earlier shot. We're gonna also switch back to the screen with all the actors in a little bit, but just to kind of talk about what's going on in the shots here in the background. So we have 4 different renders going on for each camera, and we're basically showing, one second here. There you go. So we got 4 different renders going. Top left corner is going to be our A cam, which in this case is Nacho, who is the creative director here. And you know, that's usually the camera that's going to take all the really cool action shots and all that stuff. Our B cam, which is currently on the floor, and it actually gives us a pretty good shot of the boy sitting down. Letty's, if you can look back to your back left and say hello to the camera behind you. There you go. Very cool. And then on the bottom left corner, you're going to see this like really wide camera, and what that is, it's actually a sensor that we have on a jib, and what that's doing is that it's spinning around really fast, and we have a lot of controls. What's cool about these hybrid sensors is that you can actually put them on pretty much anything, and you know, depending on your creativity and what you want to apply it to, you can get some really awesome looking shots. And particularly, you know, one of the coolest features that we're using is obviously the Unreal Engine that we're tapping directly into with our LiveLink plugin. And the Unreal Engine kind of gives us a lot of opportunity to connect all the different props that we have. Let me see if I can superimpose this in the shot. Maybe not. Oh, nope, not gonna happen. But basically with Unreal, we'll be able to get all the feed coming in from our characters, and easily control the background with what's going on. Besides that, I'm going to swing it back to Alex to give you a little bit more details and see if we can show you another scene after this.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Alberto, for kind of walking us through what everyone just saw now. I hope you guys are so far enjoying the presentation. We're gonna set you up with one more scene before we open the floor up for Q&A. I wanna stress the fact that we're doing this in-house, right? And we really are trying to enable all of you to be able to do the same thing that you're seeing here today. If you're interested in the hybrid markers, feel free to send us an email, contact one of us or schedule a meeting. We're all available right now. My name is Alex Alvarez. You can contact me on the SIGGRAPH portal, or you can reach me on my email. I have Rock who's standing by on the chat as well, so you can send him a question or anything that you have, and we have 2 other team members as well that are available to and ready to answer your questions. These markers are available, and I mentioned earlier that no one project, no one idea, no one user is the same. You know, we know that no one user is going to have that same idea or project or need. Some people are going to do virtual productions. Some people are going to do broadcasts. Others are going to want to do things with robotics. You're going to want to just use props. We realize that there's so many different needs for our users, and something that we've been dedicated to since the beginning of our Perception Neuron career and creating our motion capture pipeline has always been to democratize the motion capture industry, to enable our users, and we've been doing that slowly since the Perception Neuron 32, right? We had Perception Neuron Pro, and now we have Studio. There's a new way to do motion capture, a better way to do motion capture. We want to be able to reduce the cost of overall setups and give you higher accuracy. So these are available today. Just feel free to shoot us an email. We're more than happy to get in contact with you guys. Something that was being shown earlier that I want to kind of emphasize about what our performers are doing was that we actually have both performers wearing different setups. Same set of sensors, but the way that they're wearing them is different. Letty's, who was our young boy, was actually wearing a zip-up suit that is available on the marketplace right now on our website. The benefit to this is that you don't have to wear the straps. You can just put on the zip-up suit. The sensors are already located where you need them to be, and you just have to like snap and lock your sensors. And it's great if you're going to be doing something that is high dynamic movement, big performance, anything that you're going to be worrying about. You don't have to worry about the sensor slipping. But on the other hand, you are going to have to worry about getting someone in a specific size. That's why all our Perception Neuron Studio kits come with a base set of straps and a torso harness. What this allows you to do is customize the size on hand to any body that's going to be wearing it, right? So you could stretch the torso portion. You have rubberized straps that go on the upper arm, lower leg, throughout the body, which is really great when you're going to be doing this type of performance, right? Because you never know most of the time what your actor looks like, right? So it's really great to be able to customize those things on the fly, which is something that we've, again, want to emphasize when you're doing that. We're trying to make the whole motion capture industry as accessible as possible. I'm going to check in really quick and make sure where we're at. We're okay? Oh, the flashlight. I'm going to toss that over real quick, right? So we're going to be adding a prop in the scene. Something that you may notice throughout the performance of this next scene is that the hands may not align with where the prop is, and that's okay. You know, what we were working on and stressing is real-time data flow here, real-time motion capture, full finger articulation, facial capture, streaming directly into Unreal using a multi-cam setup. One of the things the reason that the props may not be aligned is actually because the characters are not to scale or a different scale from our actual real-life performers. If you wanted a one-to-one relation, you wanted to make sure that your scaling is exactly matching one-to-one. You can obviously do this afterwards, before your characters are made, the way you rig them, or you can even correct that offset in post. It's not that hard to do, but for the sake of the real-time performance here, there is going to be a little bit of offset that you may notice, but that's okay, right? These things are easily fixable afterwards, and we're going to continue with the journey of our Fox and young boy as soon as we're ready. So let me just have a quick check-in and see if we're good to go. Awesome, we are. Okay, so here I go, we're gonna go back. We can again see our performers, and we can see again, right? We have one wearing a strap-based system, full body over here, and then we have a full setup with a zip-up suit, right? So you have that customization when you're gonna be doing your projects. We have two props, right? We have the flashlight on hand here. We can actually see it in scene, right? So as the director, right, we have the VCam here, and we can actually spotlight our characters. So we have the ability to highlight them. They can hold this prop as well. And we have real-time dynamic lighting. So in this dark environment, if I flash and move around, we can see what happens. I'm gonna give the characters our props. We're gonna film a quick scene, and then we're gonna do some cool stuff afterwards, which is gonna highlight the finger tracking, something that we were playing around with yesterday, and I hope those that you're watching today are gonna enjoy that next portion of it. So I'm gonna pass this over to Letty's. I believe I'll take the VCam. Perfect. Thank you so much, Alejandro. And I'm gonna go ahead and set myself up, right? We're gonna have a really nice view now. We're gonna have a view of what it looks like as I'm shooting the scene. Again, there's a little bit of that offset, which is fine. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and prepare ourselves now for that scene. We can see the flashlight, right? We can see the lighting, dynamic lighting in the scene. And we're gonna go ahead and do a take, right? So again, this one was pre-planned. We know where the blocking and everything takes place. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is call that 3, 2, 1 action. We're gonna see how it looks, right? So 3, 2, 1, action.
Wow, this is scary here. What are we doing here? Yeah, I was about to ask the same question. Do you hear that? Yeah. It's coming from there. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, no. It's close. I hear something getting closer. Me too. Hope it's not a ghost. Oh no, I hope so. Oh no! It's coming! It's coming! Ah.
Awesome, thank you so much, cut. So we're gonna have our performers reset. Gonna go back to their starting blocks. I'm gonna have Alberto switch the camera lens for me. Let's get a little bit closer. Again, we'll be able to see that switch happening in real time once he makes the swap. Awesome. Great. So now we can control the angle a little bit more, right? We can get a little bit closer up to see what our characters are doing. And same thing, I'm gonna go ahead and call 3, 2, 1 action, and we're gonna shoot that take, right? So we're gonna go and call 3, 2, 1, action.
Ooh, I think this is scary. Oh no, what are we doing here? I'm about to ask you the same question. I hear something coming. It's coming from there. Let's go check it out. Okay. I hear it. It's coming. Oh no. Getting closer here. I hope it's not a ghost. I hope so. I don't hope so, actually. Oh no, why? I hear it. It's coming. It's coming.
Awesome, cut. So they're having fun with that, right? And we're able to see them move around. Same thing as before, right? Full body capture, full finger articulation, facial expression, and prop tracking in the scene. And we have the camera tracking in real time. Right, we're gonna highlight our characters one more time. Alberto's gonna go ahead and take that flashlight. Right, and we can see it again moving around the scene, so we have real-time dynamic lighting, which is great. And if I take that myself, we can see that even me with the camera here, right, I can film as a director with the lighting, right? So I can move that around, you can see what's happening. And I think that's a surprise that I have for you guys, right? Look at that in the back. We have some really nice shadows. And so what I'm gonna ask Letty's to do is have some finger shadow puppets. Right, so let me go ahead and position myself here. See as she moves around. We can actually see really nicely the finger fidelity that we have on the gloves. Nice, looks like a little bird over there. Very happy as he does it, right? So it's really nice, and it highlights the finger fidelity that you're getting, right? I think it's the first time that we're seeing in real time finger shadow puppets streaming into Unreal And this is the type of quality that you can expect, right? We're only improving what you're seeing right now, and we're going to continue to improve and enable all of you guys to be able to work on the type of projects that you want with all the fidelity that you're seeing, right? Real-time tracking, finger articulation, prop tracking, and camera tracking. I can pass over the flashlight back to Alberto. That's excellent, right? So all our characters here that you see, we customize ourselves. What we really want to do is give you guys the blueprints that you're seeing here, right? We're going to be working on enabling you guys with an open source profile and project that's going to be highlighting the blueprints. It's going to tell you how we walk through everything. And Alberto's actually currently working on that. And once it's ready, we're going to release it out for you guys, which we're really, really excited about. Again, one of the things that is to mention is that currently, if you go to our website, we have the LiveLink plugin available, but we're working to have this enabled on the store marketplace for Unreal, which will then be able to have that flow back and forth a lot easier for all of you guys. I'm gonna toss it over to Alberto real quick, which will highlight some of what you guys were seeing really briefly, and then we'll open it up for Q&A.
Great. Thank you again, guys. So I'm gonna leave that camera running there for you guys, but give you a little picture-in-picture here of the scene that I see. So let me increase the size on that a little bit, make it a little bit easier to see. There you go. So basically, I have an overhead view of the whole entire world here that I've created for Alex's scene. And it lets me control, things around the environment in real time. We have the data coming in from our Perception Studio system, and basically with that data, I can assign it to individual characters, and all the different components kind of get fed into the final animation that we see here. I'm gonna see if I can get you guys another content here, character and Fox. So with the Fox character, it's very evident how the data is coming in. So we have our information coming in from our suit with a corrective pose, which is just a T-pose animation to increase the size of the hands, or actually the angle of the hands. This is an A-pose character that comes in similar to the mannequin in Unreal. So we have to do a corrective pose because all our animation is based on a standard T-pose. So that's coming in, being fed into our suit, and then we also have the face capture coming in, and both of them get added into the final character. I'm also doing a corrective pose since Savannah's a little taller than our Fox here, and we're feeding all that into the final output of the character, which gives us animation. Put that back here, and that's the final outcome. And then Alex, if we're brave enough, do we want to try doing some really cool lighting effects?
I think so.
Okay. So one of the cool things we could do is using the blueprint system, we can actually animate some really crazy lights and some really awesome effects. So this whole time we've been running not in engine, even though it's in real time using our LiveLink plugin. It's not actually running in engine. We're gonna try to hit play and see what kind of lighting effects we can get going in this scene. Cool. So let me get, one sec. All right, so you can see it on there. Let me play the camera on here. There we go. So you can see we got some lighting effects going on that's affecting the way the camera moves around. We still have our prop that's moving the light over here, but we also have some really cool blueprints that can affect the environment. So beyond the regular animation that's being brought into the suit, we can leverage all the features that are available in Unreal Engine and extend them using all the capabilities that our hybrid system has. And I think with that, Alex, that's all I wanted to cover.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Alberto. I think it was really fun, and it was really interesting to show the end when you're showing more dynamic lighting, adding these different elements into the scene. It really shows you what a powerful tool Unreal Engine is, and that's why we're so proud to be working with them, and kind of highlighting the different capabilities of how our hybrid system, how our pure inertial system works together in unison within Unreal Engine. We really see the benefits of going into a pure virtual production setup and in broadcast use cases. Again, I'm gonna highlight what we saw today. We're still gonna have the stream going on live of what you're seeing on the screen from our characters, because it's still super amazing that you're getting everything that you're getting right over there. So you're getting the characters that you're seeing, right? You get full body articulation, full finger capture, everything that you're seeing. We talked about the suit, right? Comes in different ways. You have your standard base setup. You get sorry. Oh. You get a standard base setup, you get your zip-up suit that you're getting, and you get your sensors that are 17 sensors, and you could add on gloves at any point. We're also working on providing with you guys with a customized HMC that you can work by plugging in your phone afterwards. Again, right now for this project, we're actually just using the iPhone app from Unreal. That's what's letting us stream real time for those things. And the most important and vital thing from this project is our hybrid markers. That's what's allowing us to do that real-time capture without any occlusion. That's what's letting us do capture to have absolute positioning, right? So we have the markers on the head, on the left hand and right hand. We have the object tracking on the props and on the camera. That's what's doing everything that we need to do. So that ability to be able to capture in real time, to not have to worry about occlusion, not have to worry about loss of data, is one of the key benefits to our Perception Neuron Studio hybrid trackers that we have here. Now, other than that, I think it's really exciting that we're able to show you everything, and so I'm gonna open up and I'm gonna ask the team if there was any questions, which I'm more than happy to answer for you guys.
Yeah, we got some questions.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think that's a question probably actually for Alberto. Someone's asking, since this is all inside the game engine, can the actors be recorded in 3 dimensions, and can you go back and refilm it multiple ways?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're actually doing a reboot on Unreal here, if that I could show you. But basically with the characters, they're all basically being animated in the animation blueprint. Which is a standard tool in Unreal to record animation. And using the take recorder and as well as sequencer, you can play back the animation at any time. So you can actually record at one take, see how it looks. If you don't love it, just retake the same shot over again. And then lastly, if you can play it back, you can edit it, you can change the position of the characters, you can reposition the props.
So could Alex go back in there, like once we've recorded the actors go home, and as a director, I come in, I say, well, I didn't really like the way that was filmed. Could I go back and refilm it just with the camera and still have the actors in there?
Absolutely. So the craziest things about virtual production and using the hybrid prop system is that you get the whole volume to play with. So if first you recorded a certain shot with a certain camera size or lens or camera position, and you want to re-record that, you absolutely can. You just put the prop on the new camera and make sure you have a virtual set. And this is also true for systems similar to what we showed in the morning with the XR system, the extended reality, where you have a real video feed and a virtual camera, and you can kind of cut between the two. That way you can have a more virtual scene, or if you have some just exclusively CGI content mixed in with the green screen. So it's all possible.
So it's incredible. So basically you can have your actors in, you get the perfect acting and everything, but then maybe the camera angle, the lens being used was not what the director was looking at, or the director of production, director of photography was looking at, and he can literally go back in there and reshoot this. So this is real virtual production.
Absolutely, and we can also include virtual reality and add that to the mix.
Wow.
So we can have our director of photography wear the virtual reality headset and kind of look around the world and say, hey, yeah, this is absolutely the environment that I love. And then just have somebody operating the camera, and he can actually even have a virtual camera pop up, and he can look around the set and see where the camera shots are ahead of time. And we kind of saw some of that stuff when they did some of the trailers for The Mandalorian and some of the other virtual production.
Except we're doing it for a lot cheaper.
Exactly, exactly. And it's accessible. You can do it at home. You can do it here. You get a lot of a lot of options, and that's kind of what we're looking to do.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a really fancy studio here. I mean, we have some nice equipment and everything, but we definitely don't have huge LED panels and multi-million-dollar budgets. So this is kind of a really interesting offering for our customers to be able to create something potentially as good as The Mandalorian, or as close as possible.
Very close. It's really on your imagination.
On a much smaller budget.
Yep, and it gives a great opportunity for universities as well that might not have a giant budget to be purchasing these things. You can have multiple students try out all the different elements, and you can have a whole class participate in an entire shoot if need be.
That's incredible. So, I mean, really, we're giving people a holodeck?
Essentially, that's
great. So, yeah, we're trying to offer a holodeck, I guess, for under $40,000. So if anybody wants to place an order, go ahead. Contact Alex or me. But yeah, this is really exciting from our side that we're really trying to create something that is unique and put the power of the creative power in the hands of the creatives out there, and all the more so right now in this whole social distancing world that we're living in right now, where maybe people cannot access the huge studios, but you could literally set this up in a larger room, because that's what we're going for really, is we're going towards for the smaller small studios around the world, anywhere around the world, that want to produce localized content, whether it's broadcast or animation or special effects. I mean, really the sky's the limit, or VR or anything else at all. So yeah, we're very excited to bring this, and with that, I will pass it back on to Alex to close.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rock and Alberto. If there's no further questions, I again want to thank everyone for joining us today. We'll be available in the chat for today and tomorrow. And then after that, just send us an email, get in contact with us. We're super excited to be able to talk with all of you and share in the type of projects that you want to be working with. Alberto and Rock explained it perfectly. We're really giving you the opportunity to have your own holodeck at a super affordable price point. We're really going into that indie budget price point for a full virtual production suite. And once you have the technology and you have the hardware, you have the ability to do anything that you want. And it's been one of the amazing things with all of our users. All of our users have really been creating their own type of projects, and afterwards we kind of see it and we're like, whoa, that's incredible. We didn't even think about that. And so we're kind of helping, our users are helping us grow, and they're making our technology better, and so we're formatting and making sure that we're keeping up with the needs and the demands of all of our users and customers, and ultimately making sure that we're able to service you the best way possible. With that, thank you so much for joining us for SIGGRAPH 2020. From all of us here at Noitom, thank you so much. Yeah, big shout out to the actors and performers that were there, the whole team, right? I'm gonna give a quick shout out to how everyone was. We have Ignacio, who was filming in the back. He's our creative director. We have actor 1, Silvana. We have actor 2, Ledis. We have our graphic designer, Alejandro, who's in the back. Our director of technical support, Daniel. Our president, Rock. Our technical director, Alberto. And our sound engineer, Nico. And from me, Alex Alvarez, from all of us at Noitom. Thank you so much. And thank you to Unreal for creating such an awesome platform. Thank you so much again for joining us for SIGGRAPH 2020, and hope to get in contact with you soon. Bye.